I.S.U.P.K.
To the family, brother Red Pill representing Know the Ledge. Do me a favor, family. Make sure you subscribe to I.S.U.P.K. on YouTube. Get some of that fire that the brothers are delivering. Some of that good information, alright?
I'd rather die like a man than live like a coward. There's a ghetto up in heaven and it's ours. Black power, 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. One body, one faith, one Lord. Feel like I can take over the world with one sword. 144,000 men on one accord. Not being in this army is something you can't afford. Real niggas across the board, ain't no suckers round us. You was looking for the truth, well that's how you found us. Now it's time to lace your boots up. We got the order from the king, round the troops up. Let's go to war and die defending this nation if we gotta. Ain't no stopping us now. The chosen people of the power, standing strong like a man. Cause in our camp it ain't no cowards. 144 grand, nigga, it's step before the sign. Rather die like a man.
We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Command of General YAHANNA, teaching the truth according to the Bible to all blacks, natives, and Hispanics. You understand? Teaching the truth because blacks, natives, and Hispanics, they need the liberty to talk about what's been going on to them, what their oppressor has been doing to them for over 400 years. Now check this out. Right now what's going on, per usual, nothing that's out of line. Our oppressor is being the devil that the Bible speaks of, spreading the world with his lies. You understand? Still oppressing black people, still keeping the truth away from them. They can take your brother away from you, your sister away from you, your mother away from you, your children. They can separate your entire family, flood your neighborhood with drugs. You understand? And now, not only could you not take vengeance into your own hands, it's an issue even when you speak on it, man. You understand? So-called around the 1970s, 1980s, there was something called critical race theory that was stirring up. And right now, here in 2021, you understand, it's back around again. And it's an issue for our oppressor. We have to ask ourselves why. Critical race theory goes into the systematic racism. It goes into institutional racism. You understand? Race problems that actually structured a particular race. You understand? We're going to bring it out today. Give me Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. You understand? While the brother pulling the scripture, I want you to understand something, man. What's going on with critical analysis? Right now, a lot of schools, principals, institutions, students, a lot of people being questioned about critical analysis theory, critical race theory. They're being questioned of it because why? This term is being used as something that they feel, the ones that are the critics, that it is divisive, that it turns American against American. Well, why would critical race theory, taking serious investment, you understand, and engaging on what's going on between different races and who's oppressing them, why would that feel that it's turned American against American? What you'll find out in this theory, that you're simply going into the truth of America, the background of America. You're just going into the history of America. You're just pulling out how your brother, got strung off of drugs. You're just pulling out how your daughter is missing. 70,000 black women in America are missing. That's all you're doing. But of course, our oppressor, who's the devil that the Bible speaks of, they hate it, man. Right here in D.C., you got an Attorney Grotham, and 4 other Republican congressmen, you understand, that are seeking to ban this theory. You understand? They're arguing that students are not being taught. Read this for me. I want you to read it. Right here in the quote. Go ahead.
Students are being taught that they are defined by the color of their skin, not the content of their character.
Read it one more time, nice and slow.
Students are being taught that they are defined by the color of their skin, not the content of their character.
Now this is becoming a major problem with our oppressor. They feel that students are being taught that, you understand, that they are judged or they're looked at by the color of their skin and not by the content of their character. Well, of course, just like always, our oppressor is a liar. He's the devil of the earth. This is a systematic thing. This is something that we had to go through when we weren't even here yet. This is something that our grandfathers, our ancestors, our forefathers had to go through. before they even got on earth, before they even went to school. So how can you judge somebody off of their character? You understand? If you're not giving them a chance to be judged off your character. At one point in time, what did we have, black people? You had Jim Crow laws. It was stop and frisk. What character could I have shown you besides my skin color? But the devil said what? Read it again.
Students are being taught that they are defined by the color of their skin, not the content of their character.
And this is an issue for our oppressor. And he's a liar. Let me see this. And he's a liar, man. You understand? Our content has never got a chance to actually go out and see what's going on with us. Because the moment that we are seen, we're looked at as something violent, a thug, a gangster, somebody that want to rob you. They stole our records, and they act like they're the real children of Israel in the Bible. But they have an issue with us being taught the truth. They have an issue with it. You understand? What scripture you got? Zechariah 11:5. Go ahead and read that.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Who possess to slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Now let me break something down to you real quick. You understand? This attorney, Grotham, he said that they argue that retelling the American history is divisive. Why would it be divisive to go into American history? Read it again.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5.
This is why right here.
Whose possess to slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Now, retelling American history, you understand, that's considered divisive. That's considered that you are now grouping two people, as this attorney Grotham said right here in D.C. When you start to retell the history of America, now the oppressed is very, very visualized. Now the oppressor is right there in the flesh. Now you can see clearly who's being oppressed and who's oppressing these people. You understand? And these oppressors, they have killed us, they've murdered us, they've separated us from our families, and they have held themselves not guilty. They tell you to pick yourself up by your bootstraps. They tell you that you're lazy. They call you bad hombres. This is what our oppressor says. He wants to strip from us the right to talk about my dead brother. You want to strip from us the right for me to go out and teach black people to not do drugs because of the drugs you pushed in their neighborhood? Now that's a problem, and it's considered divisive. And if you're black, native, or Hispanic, and you even think about going into the history of America, that man of sin is going to be clear as day. What type of crime has America not done? Which one have they paid for? None of them. But this is something that can turn black people to really see what's going on here. It can have them wipe that looking glass like the scriptures say, so you can know who it is that the devil that the Bible speaks of. So you don't have to befriend your oppressor who hates you, your blood, your neighborhood, your swag, who hates everything about you, man. The scripture says our oppressor has had a perpetual hatred against us, man. You owe it to yourself to go into the history of America, because it caused your people bloodshed. It caused your people burdens, long nights. Blood, sweat, and tears is what it caused us. So I don't care what platform you're on. I don't care if you're wearing a jersey. You go out and you represent George Floyd. You represent Emmett Till. You go out there and you speak on all of the massacres occurred against blacks, natives, and Hispanics. Every law, every bill. You go out there and you teach the truth, despite what they say. In America right now, just because of the devil that they are, they're fighting to keep this out of the history books, man. It's not even called the transatlantic slave trade no more. Our children have to go to school and be taught that the slave trade was a migration. That's what they're learning right now. Say again? You understand? And that's because America is changing the truth. America is trying to get you to forget. The scriptures say, remember. You understand? Read it from the top.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Who possess and slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Black and Hispanic, man. Let me break something down to you, man. Let me break something down to you. Critical race theory is to charge America with the crimes is to call America out for their crimes. That's critical race theory. You go all the way into it. Every brother that was shot by the cops, every sister that's missing, you go into all the history of America and you pull out just how disgusting of a people they are. You go deep into it. You talk about how our Latino children is on the border in cages. Bring it all out. All of the dirty laundry. Pull out America's sins and their crimes against black staters and Hispanics, man. Pull them all the way out. Teach your children them. You understand? If you don't teach them, who's going to teach them?
The I.S.U.P.K. We've been teaching critical race theory from 1969. That's what we've been doing. We've been teaching that oppression maketh a wise man mad. And they don't want you to say nothing now that they control the whole earth. Okay, that's what the white man is. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. That's what the whole deal is. Georgia, Texas, if you live down there, you understand, you don't even want, they don't even want to know that you was a slave anymore. You're supposed to be a good American now. You understand? Now that you have to be that slave eternally, you don't have a stitch of ground to call your own. You understand? You can't even have your own woman. She done defected to the so-called white man, your oppressor. You can't have anything. You can't even have who you are. They lied, stole you from Africa and called you an African American. Okay? Called you a Native American Indian when, why in the hell would you do that when America was named after Amerigo Vespucci, a white Italian explorer? So they supposed to accept that you want to call them a Native American. That's a damn lie. They got a history and a heritage even before slavery. Not only do we teach about critical race theory, we teach you about thus saith the Lord. That's the theory that a relativity that you better understand. That the black people are God's chosen people on the face of the earth. What this young brother is bringing out right here is something that you won't get in school. You understand? A gift destroyeth the heart. Last Friday you had off for Juneteenth Day. You understand? Talking about the people in Texas didn't know about getting free for 2.5 years. You understand? You ain't never heard of the grapevine, have you, Negro? You think they didn't know? They knew that the white man was the devil. That's why they didn't make another move. Because they could not go in there and straighten out and start reconstruction in Texas. Now they reconstructing your mind. That's what they doing. Okay? Let me show you why we come out so hard. You understand? And tell you the truth. Because it's the only thing that's going to set you free.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
We here to tell you the truth no matter what. You understand? The critical race theory that you need to understand is that the white man stole you, stole your land, you understand, and he is a deceiver. If he's telling you anything else, that God is all love, you understand, he's a damn lie because it ain't in the Bible. This book is your covenant right here with God. This is your way to get back your nationality and your honor in the earth. Instead of having to accept the white man as your slave master perpetually. You got to love him until, you ain't got no more love for yourself, which has been going on for 400 years. How can we be in jail the most, in the prison the most, in the damn grave the most, in the abortion clinic the most? You understand? How can we be destroyed the most in the most mental health cases? You understand? Number one in HIV. You understand? We are destroyed because we love our oppressor. When the oppression you've been receiving, you understand? The lies that he's been telling you, you understand? And you not having any critical thought that's running through your brain because your pastor is a goddamn pimp. He's just getting your money. He won't tell you the critical things that will save your life, like the I.S.U.P.K. Okay? Keep going.
Surely oppression make a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
They gave you old bummy 4th of July. You're going to be celebrating. How you going to celebrate that when you was in goddamn slavery on 4th of July when they took this country? That's what happened. But you want to be happy about Juneteenth. You understand? You not free. You understand? Or you would celebrate one and you wouldn't celebrate the other. But you get ready to spend up all your damn money, you understand? Just like you did on Mother's Day and Father's Day, because the white man is your God. You don't believe in the God of the Bible. You ain't been able to have any critical thoughts about who you are. You understand? Because they won't even tell you that they won't even teach slavery anymore in the damn in the school. You better come out and come to the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. That's right. You'll be lost forever. You stay loving the stupid white man, okay? You stay loving him, you're going to be lost forever. You understand? We the lost and found over here. You understand? Give me Matthew 10:5 and 6, and I'm going to give it right back to you, okay? We bring out who we are all the time. Now it's going to be, you can't teach slavery in school. You can't even teach about slavery in school. You can't teach about how the white man is the devil and oppressed you for the last 400 years. You're going to act like he ain't systematically destroyed you in every avenue or venture you had. You understand? They used to call D.C. Chocolate City. It ain't Chocolate City no more. You understand? Everything you get, they destroy. Okay? Read this.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying,
you understand? The Lord sent Jesus Christ and his prophets to do what?
Commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Go not into the way of the Gentiles. Don't go to the other nations. We out here sent for you, brother. You understand? We out here sent to you, sister. Though you be a Latino, though you be Native American Indian, though you be a nigga from the hood, we sent to you. You understand? The prophets of God are black. You understand? And we are about God's business. You understand? Because God is a black man. Keep going.
And into the city of the Samaritans.
Go to the Samaritans. You understand? Don't go into the city of the Samaritans, because Christ didn't love the Samaritan woman. Okay? He told her, you worship what you know not, because salvation is of the Jews.
That's right.
That's in the Bible. I don't know what your damn Christian church is talking about. They're the ones that got the daggone public school trying to teach you that there is no such thing as slavery. Why'd you celebrate June 19th if you're going to go along with not teaching about critical race theory? The white man has done crimes, and we don't hate white people because they the color of their skin. That's their foolishness. They got crimes they got to pay for. That's right. Okay? And God is going to answer it. Read on.
Enter ye not.
Enter ye not into the way of the white man. Keep going.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Nobody go to you, black man, and tell you what the scoop is. Okay? Deliver you from your oppressor. That's what the problem is. You understand? We the ones that love you. The Christian church been closed for 1.5 years. Okay? Where they been at? What they been doing for you? This brother is bringing out something that you only going to find in here now. Right. They closing the doors on who you were. You understand? You're going to be a good American. And you know what that means. Bend over. You understand? Bend over.
Y'all give a strong hand, man. Strong hand.
I'd rather die like a man than live like a coward. There's a ghetto up in heaven and it's ours. Black power, 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. One body, one faith, one Lord. Feel like I can take over the world with one sword. 144,000 men on one accord. Not being in this army is something we can't afford. Real niggas across the board, ain't no suckers round us. You was looking for the truth, well that's how you found us. Now it's time to lace your boots up. We got the order from the king, round the troops up. Let's go to war and die defending this nation if we gotta. Ain't no stopping us now. The chosen people of the power, standing strong like a man. Cause in our camp it ain't no cowards. 144 grand, nigga is step before dishonor. Rather die like a man than live like a coward. There's a ghetto up in heaven and it's ours. I'd rather die